Today we look at 11 men you won't believe exist. Number 1 will blow your mind.
Number 11.
This is Tom Staniford, who has been diagnosed with an extremely rare condition called MDP syndrome, only affecting 8 people in the world. His condition causes him to be unable to store fat underneath his skin. In contrast to what you might think, he has high levels of fat in his blood, which caused him to develop type 2 diabetes. Tom is an avid cyclist and is a British national paracycling champion.
Number 10.
At 453 body piercing, Rolf Buchholz has the world record for the most number of piercings. Before you say you've seen people with more piercings, you should know that 278 of them are in his genitals. Interestingly, the only other Rolf I know is the dog from the Muppets. Mr. Buchholz did not start piercing until he was age 41. He says his palm tattoos were some of the most painful. He was actually denied entry into Dubai because based on his appearance, he was suspected of black magic.
Number 9.
This is Jeremy Meeks, aka Hot Felon. This guy is almost as hot as me. Jeremy Meeks was arrested on felony weapons charges, and when the police posted his mugshot, he became an internet sensation. He will be sentenced on January 22nd, 2015.
Number 8.
Patrick Duell was once one of the heaviest men in the world. Weighing 1,072 pounds or 486 kilograms, he was known as the half-ton man. After a gastric bypass surgery, he lost 570 pounds. What I never understood about these cases is how the people are getting food. Who is the person that is providing them with like 20 Big Macs? It turns out he is married and his wife did the shopping.
Number 7.
This is Arlindo de Souza, who injected his arms with Synthol. Synthol, or sight-enhancing oil, is a mixture of oil and alcohol that can be injected into muscles to give them a greatly inflated appearance. Sort of like stuffing a sock down your shorts. Synthol does not translate into any increased strength. Also, unlike real muscle, Synthol muscles can droop excessively. While we're on the subject of muscles, here's another image. Now, some websites suggest this is another case of Synthol and or anabolic steroids, but I don't buy that. This image looks photoshopped to me. Furthermore, many suspect that Mustafa Ismail, who holds the Guinness Book of World Records for biggest arms, may have used Synthol. Do you think he has?
Number 6.
This is Amo Haji, an 80-year-old Iranian man who claims he hasn't bathed in 60 years. He fears that cleaning himself will make him sick. To be honest, besides the dirt, he looks pretty good for 80. Maybe he's been in like a 60-year mud bath. In addition, he says he smokes animal poop. Clearly, Amo doesn't give a shit. He smokes it.
Number 5.
You may be looking at this photo and thinking, well, that's a tiny cell phone. Nope, it's actually a normal sized cell phone, and this guy just has really big hands. This was Leonid Stadnik, who was reported to be the tallest man at 8 foot 5 inches or 2.57 meters, making him taller than Bao Shishun of China, who stands at 7 foot 9 or 2.36 meters. However, he refused to be measured by the Guinness Book of World Records. By the way, the tallest man to ever live was Robert Waldo, who was officially recorded at 8 feet 11 inches.
Number 4.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, we have Chandra Dangi, who is the shortest man to ever live. He is 1 foot 9.5 inches or 54.6 centimeters tall and is currently 75 years old. His condition is called primordial dwarfism.
Number 3.
This is Yu Jen Wan, who is listed as the hairiest man in the world. He does look quite hairy, although I seem to remember some Mexican children who had hairier faces. As you might imagine, dating is difficult. He did have a girlfriend for over 2 years, but apparently her family objected to them getting married.
Number 2.
This is Paul Carrison, aka Papa Smurf. The reason his skin was blue is that he consumed an excessive amount of colloidal silver in order to treat dermatitis on his face. He admitted the silver didn't actually solve his dermatitis condition, but he said it helped him with acid reflux and arthritis. The bluish tint of his skin is a condition called argyria. He died at age 62 of a heart attack, but his death is not believed to be related to his silver consumption. Apparently, silver has antibacterial properties, and before the introduction of penicillin was used to fight infections. And now for a number 1 most unbelievable guy. For more videos like this, be sure to subscribe here.
Number 1.
Kaleem is not a man yet, but his pictures are some of the most unbelievable. At 8 years old, his hands have grown enormously, measuring 13 inches from palm to his middle fingertip. He has difficulty dressing and feeding himself. As you might imagine, he has had to deal with bullying in schools, and he does not attend school because the teachers have told his family that other children are scared of his hands. Unfortunately, because his family earns only $23 a month, it's difficult for him to even get a diagnosis.